Today's Japanese slang term is ganda. This has nothing to do with Gundam, or does it?
Gundam.
Watch and find out, but is popping off everywhere.
毎朝ガンダしてます。使ってます。ガンダめっちゃ使う。会話で。LINE とかでも。
See, I told you, everyone's talking about ganda, because ganda means to go really, really fast. And this is because it is a combination of gangan, which is one of those Japanese vibe-based onomatopoeias, which has a bunch of meanings, but the one that we need to focus on now is just that little note there that says flat out. Because the da in ganda is from dashu, so you're going out a flat out dash, that's what ganda is. Now, while ganda is like the hip thing that all the kids are talking about, gandashu that it comes from is not new at all. Google Trends shows some interest since 2015, but I can find hits that are clearly using it going back to 2009. And there's even a slang dictionary I found that lists it as a word that came out in the 2010s. And in 2026, it does still exist, so if you don't like shortening things, if you're not interested in gandaing gandashu, you can still use it and people will understand you. Maybe. But Google Trends also shows a huge increase in interest in ganda specifically since 2025, and that's not a fluke because this has been picked up as the hot new word for young people. Despite that actually it's been in use since at least 2010, as in this person saying that when they will arrive in Shibuya, they will ganda, so run as fast as they can to their destination. But articles about it online, like articles defining this term, all start appearing after 2020, and it even appeared in My Dress Up Darling, which is a more recent manga. If you want to get right into using ganda though, that is gundaing your use of ganda, you do need to pay a bit of attention to the grammar because there are a few tricks to it. The most normal is just to use it with suru. In any kind of conjugation, as this person who says that they can't ganda onto the train because their boss would be with them. But you actually can use gandaru, although I will say it's rare. Not non-existent, like this is clearly gandaru to mean running. And if you know my philosophy for whether or not a verb actually exists, it's whether or not it's kind of being conjugated. And I found a gandatta out there for a person who had to run all out because they didn't finish work early enough. But there's two problems here. One is that gandasuru is much more common and normal. And two is that gandaru actually has another common use, and that is to play with Gundam stuff. Indeed, I would say I found way more conjugations, this one's obviously a playful conjugation, but it's conjugations of gandaru to refer to Gundam than I did to refer to gandashu. So I don't have statistics for you or anything. I'm not that in-depth on this channel. My vibe sense in preparing this video is that the number one use of gandaru out there is for Gundam. The second use is actually unclear context things where I can't explain it. And the third one is gandashu. So gandasuru is more common. But we don't end there because ganda day is also very productive and something that you absolutely can use and probably should use if you want to be fluent in gunda use, as gunda as possible. Which means that you use a gundash to do something, such as the top person here who makes it on time to something because they gundash as the method to get there, or this person who uses a gundash to fly to whatever a chibi booth is. And yeah, if you're running all the time, if you're just in a complete hurry, you are part of the ganda kaiwai, and that probably doesn't surprise you. And driving home the fact that this is a youth word is that there has been a recent survey that a news channel did, and they found out that 87% of the people under 30 that they interviewed knew about it, with very, very decreasing returns very quickly after that.
Ganda って何? Gundam.
So if you're gundaing to use gunda to somebody, make sure that they're, a little bit younger. So that's ganda. Unlike most of my content, you might actually hear it somewhere or need to use it. And again, while it formally has nothing to do with Gundam, there are people, of course, that have made jokes about Gundams that gundash, or of course, gandamu that gandashu. And of course, the obvious way for me to now end this video is by...